What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And there's a reason why I'm not too excited right now, like I normally am when I make my videos. Um, all of you guys know my cat, right, Ren, and that I've had him for over 10 years now. He's only, let's see, he was born in 2012, so he'll be 11 years old in May. Well, he's not doing very well. So like 2 weeks ago, I took him to the vet because he had been throwing up, but he was eating normal. He loves his food. He was eating right, and but he was throwing up, and then like his litter stank more than normal. So I was like, okay, I got to take him to the vet. So I take him to the vet. They do absolutely nothing for him. Tell me, oh well, it could be pancreatitis, it could be this, it could be that, and they don't really give me a diagnosis or even say anything's wrong with him. It was a free visit, right, with a coupon. I just had to pay for the meds. Well, now my cat is really sick. He wasn't really sick before that, and I woke up today, and he was just like he happy. He got his food. He was eating, and then I went to the store and I came back, and he just looked like really bad. Like he just extra tired. Hey, buddy, you okay? Just looked really bad and like tired and just sickly. Like I was scared he was gonna pass away on me. And we just I got some medicine for him that they gave me at the doctor, and I didn't really give it to him at the time. Because he was doing okay, but today it was really bad. So that's why I'm late right now. I had to give him some medicine and you know, try to make him feel better. The cool thing is when I gave him the medicine, it made him throw up because he just I don't know, he threw up, but he threw up like a bunch of water, like just water, and it smelled really bad. And he's feeling better now. He just got up, like he went over behind the chair, and I was worried because when cats pass away, they like to go and hide, and I'm just worried. I'm like, man, don't you give up on me, Ren. You're a fighter, man. You're a fighter. Don't give up, man. You're only 10. I plan to have you for like 10 more years. So I'm going to help him fight however I can. I'm going to give him medicine. I'll take him to the vet if I have to. That's my child almost. Like that's my cat, like that we treat animals like family in my household. So it's kind of a sad thing. Just, send good thoughts and prayers for my cat. I was like, man, I was even asking God, please don't let my cat die. Like he was my emotional service animal for a while. When I first got clean a long time ago, I had a lot of emotional issues. And my cat, I got him designated to be my emotional support animal. Like in the place that I live doesn't allow pets, but he is my emotional support animal. So I got him, and he is the reason I. So this is the coolest thing. My cat, he has changed my life in a good way. I was in transitional housing about 10 and a half years ago, moving from off of the streets into, a transitional housing program. The funny thing is, I got Ren when I was in that transitional housing program. He's like that big. And he would like sit on the desk with me and like, because we have to do chores and stuff, I would do security, front desk security, and he would just sit there with me. But you're supposed to be there for 2 years before you get an apartment. And I was there for about 8 months. I was having difficulties in the transitional housing, and I might have ended up getting kicked out just because I was kind of butting heads with some of the people there, and it just probably wasn't going to work out, right? And there was this manager there who loved Ren, just loved her because Ren is awesome. If you ever met Ren, you would just adore him. He is the best cat I've ever had. But he just loved him. And before he left that company, he was getting ready to leave. He's like, I'm going to get you into housing. He's like, not for you, for Ren. And so I ended up being able to move into my permanent housing, low income housing, because of that, because of Ren. He's like, I didn't do it for you, but I did it for Ren. And I'm like, that's fine with me. And so Ren has been, a big part of my life, a huge part of my life. Like he's made my life better. When I go through stuff, he's always there. So I really have a connection with that cat. So if he doesn't feel good, it hurts. All right, let's get to the video. I just wanted to explain to you kind of what I'm going through. My cat, if you know, I got rid of the beard. My sister said I shouldn't have done that. Um, we'll see. I might bring it back. If I get I'm going to do a poll. Should I leave the goatee or should I bring the beard back? And I think I might make a poll to see what you guys like better, but I might be checking on Ren. He just used the bathroom, so that's good. Ren. Okay, buddy. All right. Let's get into this. I don't know. I'm just kind of worried about him, guys. He's only 10, you know? If he was like 20 or like 18, you know, I would be like, man, you lived a good life. You can go. It's okay. Like, and if he has to, it's okay if he does have to go. Like, if you have to, you know, rest, man. If that's the time, then, you know, I'll be with you. I'll stay with you till the end, man. But I don't want you to go. All right. Before I start crying, I'm going to go into the charts. So we're going to look at the internet computer today. We're going to look at the price because I really think that we have hit this bottom. And if we haven't, I think there's only one more, you know, dump before we actually go. That's how it normally works. We hit this kind of bottom level where everybody thinks it's the bottom. People are starting to get hope back. And then we have one more final fake out, shake out before the breakout. And that is what I imagine is going to happen here. We might dump to about 325 and then go forward, or, you know, maybe 340. Maybe we just touch the bottom a little bit further down. But I'm okay if that doesn't happen. That not necessarily is going to happen. We could go up without having that, you know, big dump. But that's what I really think there's going to be one final shakeout. That's just the way this market is. They like to keep us on our toes. And as you see, this is a good thing. The volume kind of came up. Boom, 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 boom. Sell volume. Now, boom. So this means to me, the selling is over. Right? It starts here. A massive sell-off. Yes, there was some buying in there, but more selling, more sell-off, more sell-off. Boom. So unless this, I know we're only like an hour or so into this, but if we don't get a whole lot of volume, there's not volume here. We could end up, you know, or a big green candle that could, you know, reconciliate the market as well. But I really think we need a lower candle here, or a big green one. So let's go and look at some indicators. I want to see how close we are on the weekly right now. This is our biggest indicator that we have in ICP right now, guys. This is going to be whether we break out or not is up to this this indicator right here. And it's going to be the weekly RSI chart. This is the most important chart right now in ICP. And it's right here. So we are at 29.25. And in order for us to start going bullish again, instead of dumping again, which we are going to go up and face that as resistance, we do have a nice big resistance right here at about $4 on ICP. So if we break the $4 level kind of quickly, then we're actually gonna break this RSI. But the cool thing is at 29.25, we are so oversold, it's ridiculous, right? This means that there is buying pressure out the wazoo. As soon as we get above this 30 again, we're going to turn bullish immediately, unless it gets rejected, right? So I would say if we can make it break that 4, make it up to, oh man, it's going to be, well, let's say right here, 470. If we can make it up to 470, then we will break out of this RSI level. And then that is going to signal the bottom. So this is the signal. Whenever this goes back above the 30, the bottom is in. Just to let you know. That's how that's the one indicator that I can say right now. If this happens, we are we've hit the bottom. So let's actually go to the 30-minute because it's basically the same chart I looked at yesterday. So I want to just go to the smaller time frames, and then we're going to go look at ICP tokens. I already gave away that WagMe NFT for my Twitter contest. I actually like that one a lot. That's why I bought it, but I ended up giving it away, which is kind of cool. I like to do that kind of stuff, especially if I like something, because if I like it, then, other people are probably going to like it too. So this is good news right here, everybody. We just broke a big resistance point right here, and we're above it. See how this, we kind of fought for that. Then we have this right here, which we're fighting as well. This does look like we are possibly in for a nice little breakout. We broke out of this ascending triangle right here, which goes all the way back here. I mean, if you want to do it like that, bam. Or even like this. I mean, you could take it out further. And then boom. You have a massive ascending triangle that we just broke out of. But the cool thing is we have almost another ascending triangle too. So we could actually have a lot of momentum going up, which means we could go up pretty fast. So if you want to take this up like that, look at that. That is a crazy move to the upside. It's almost vertical. I mean, look at that. So that's kind of cool. We had this area. If you see this area right here, you can tell that this was going to be a reversal right here. This inverted hammer right there. Boom, inverted hammer, inverted hammer. We're going up, right? 2 inverted hammers in a row. So that looks pretty good, pretty good. We don't want to see a spinning top, which is what this kind of looks like right here a little bit. Not too bad. So I'm actually learning a lot more TA, but there is a big pattern in the works, just not on the smaller time frame. I want to see if this inverse head and shoulders could happen though. Unfortunately, let's see here. I need to go to the 4 hour. I know I'm all over the place right now, but I will bring this together. Don't worry. I have a good thing. So where was this inverse head and shoulders at? Was it on the smaller time frames? Or was it on? No, it was on the daily. Okay. Dude, this could be a massive, massive inverse head and shoulders pattern. And this could signify the bottom and the breakout. Yes. Dude, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay. Even if we have to kind of go like that, a wonky little one, it's okay. This is an inverse head and shoulders. This is what we've been looking at. This is what we've been talking about. Now, all we need is the breakout. Okay, there's the left shoulder. Here's the head. And here's the right shoulder. So, and actually, it could even go up a little bit more. Oops. I'd say that. Yeah. So if we break above 394, we're good to go. 394, and what is it going to take us up to? About 430 or something, I believe, is where we talked about before. So let's see. Yeah, about 433. So then it brings us almost up to this next level of resistance, actually right on it. If you bring that all the way to it, look at that. I mean, it's basically right there. So this is a definite possibility, everybody, that we have a nice inverse head and shoulders on the daily. And also this ascending triangle on the daily as well. So there's a lot of nice little bullish factors going on right here. This is an inverse head and shoulder, or not inverse. This is a ascending triangle right here. You have another bigger ascending triangle right here. On the one up here. So, I mean, we just have a lot of bullish momentum, or patterns, not momentum, but patterns. And if we start to get that bullish momentum, this could definitely be the bottom. Now, the cool thing, look, we are above that median price on the daily. Oh, yes, dude, we're above. Okay, this is huge, guys. I'm glad I just saw this. So if you look here, this was the big dump. We broke down below the 14-day simple moving average. We went all the way to under oversold, under the 30. Then we went up. We kind of tested it here, broke down, and then broke out. See how this breakdown signified a reversal right here? And then we broke out of the RSI simple moving average 14-day. So that is bullish momentum that we had a little bit, not a lot. Then if we go and we look at the 4 hour RSI as well, you will see that we are testing that, or getting ready to test that 14-day simple moving average. We're about 3 points away from it on the 4-hour. That's not a big deal. If that was on the weekly, then that would be a big deal. So we had a breakout above to test it right here, went back under, tested again, broke down, tested again, broke down. Now we go up. So the good thing is when you break down and actually break all the way down instead of keep testing it, now the next time we go, the simple moving average goes down for one, and it gives us a new breakout point, which if we do that, the inverse head and shoulders will play out, the ascending triangle will play out, and then we move to about 430, go up and test that resistance, possibly move to 470 where that next resistance level is, and then $5 if we can, right? So this is actually looking pretty decent. We could have had a head and shoulders right here. It ended up going flat like that. That's great. Now the smaller time frames, we just need a little bit of bullish momentum to keep going for the larger time frames. The good thing about this, we did just break out right now of the RSI simple moving average on the 1 hour. That means that we're starting to get, okay, there was a lot of sell volume. Why that brought us under, and then we break out, which means there's enough volume to keep going higher now. When we test the line and go above it a little bit, it means that we can sustain that price. When we go above it and keep going above, that means that we can keep going. We have enough volume to sustain a higher price. And that's what we want to see. We want to see enough volume to get this to move and confirm that inverse head and shoulders, confirm that ascending triangle, and break that $4 resistance. Then on the weekly, what we're going to be looking absolutely for, and the biggest bullish thing that we could have, is going to be this, the RSI moving back above 30. Okay, so let's go into ICP swap now. Let's check the chat before we do, because I want to see what you guys are up to. Better quality. I'm trying to do better quality videos. I'm going to be changing my internet provider very soon, so I'm going to have a lot better quality videos for you guys. I did a 6-month, upfront payment with this one, and it's the worst internet I've ever had. So I'm sorry if it's bad for you guys. I am going to change it soon. I'm also going to get better at editing. I want to do some. Whoops, sorry about that. I want to do some cool editing stuff, and if you go look back at the beginning of my channel, I probably would have 10,000 subscribers right now if I would have continued to do that. What I did is I would have an intro for every one of my videos. See, I have an intro now, but it's not the same. I would have like an intro dedicated to that video, and if you go back and look at my very first, probably the first month of my videos, I did like crazy intros where I had Bitcoin, the little hand puppet thing. I had one is Bitcoin and one is the dip, and they fight each other. So I had a lot of cool stuff, and I think I'm going to go back to that because it really helped my channel just get out the gate. I have over 400,000 views on my channel. That's pretty good for my size of channel. That's almost 500,000 views, and most of them are for ICP. And I just love this crypto, and I think it's the future of not only crypto, but it's going to have implications that run the world over, and for the next century to come. This is going to be one of the biggest innovations, and it might be actually in the history books. It's that important, guys. Like the Industrial Revolution, it could be that big. And maybe not just ICP, but cryptocurrency as a whole. And then ICP has a big part of that, especially if ICP is the one that integrates all crypto together, because that's the future of blockchain, where every crypto is interoperable with each other. Every blockchain without bridges. So every blockchain has a way to get to another blockchain without having a third party, just done by a smart contract. And I think ICP eventually could do that to any willing participant. So I think it might be in the history books. What side of history do you guys want to be on? And especially, this is what I was thinking about earlier: organic catnip. Okay, let me just finish that thought, and then I'll get to the chat. So basically, okay, never mind. I forgot. What's up, everybody? Yeah, internet computer is going to be definitely a world computer, but okay. Give him some organic catnip. I don't have catnip, but I think I'm going to try that. Bitcoin chart looks crazy, but that lower and higher high is suspect. So that's what we got to be careful in times like this, because just remember, every time we do technical analysis, the banks can watch our videos, but they can also do their own technical analysis. They have the same functions that we do, and they are very good at manipulating things to make you think one thing and do another. So I definitely agree with that. The Bitcoin chart looks crazy, but that lower low and higher high is suspect. It could break out or just be caught in a bear trend. So they're trapping bull and bear right and left. But my biggest argument to why we are at the bottom, 75% of people are shorting crypto right now. 75%. That is crazy. They're going to short Bitcoin at $16,000. 75% of people that are leverage trading. So, and that, I bet that's retail. Institutions don't have that much of the market as people wise. So when you say 75%, you're not talking about 75% of the money. You're talking about 75% of the people. Now, if it was 75% of the money, that'd be all big money. But you're talking about 75% of the people are shorting Bitcoin and altcoins too. But yeah, breakouts, gotta love them. So we haven't seen a breakout in a very long time. That's another reason we need a breakout. Even in a bull market, we have month-long bear trends, which means in a bear market, we will have month-long bull trends. But when is that going to happen? When is that bottom coming in so that we can have that trend? And if more stuff keeps happening, then it's not going to happen for a while. This could prolong. And this is something that I think they do to the market a lot. They prolong things. So this is what I think. That bear market within the bull market, the very first one that was like maybe 2 months long, a month and a half, they lengthened it. I don't think it was supposed to be that long. We had Elon Musk making perfectly timed tweets about things. What I think happened is when he made a tweet about Bitcoin and it went up, the SEC got into his ear and said, if you don't make a tweet to reverse what you did, we are going to come after you. And that's why I think when he accepted Bitcoin for Tesla payments, that was his way to do it. He's like, okay, well, if I tell people that we're no longer going to take Bitcoin as a form of payment for Tesla, it's going to dump the market. And it did. And they prolonged it. And so that's what they're doing in these markets. The FTX debacle, that should have happened with the Voyager debacle. We should have figured all, as a world, as a community, we should have done that all at once. Yeah, it probably would have been bad, but it isn't as bad as having one bad thing happen. We just start to recover from it, then that happens, right? But one thing I want to tell you, and what I was thinking about earlier, this is the whole point. Internet computer, right, had a lot of enemies at the beginning. And you have to think about why. They didn't come after anybody. They didn't try to hurt anybody. So why did they have so many enemies? Well, obviously they're scared. And if you think about who those enemies are, it's pretty transparent of why they did it. Because Solana, Internet computer is basically Solana times 10. It does everything Solana does, but better, faster, cheaper, and everything else. Then you look at AVAX, a smart contracts platform. Internet computer has the best smart contracts in the game. Canister smart contracts that can actually be interoperable on different blockchains. CKBTC with the ECDCA ECDSA signatures, ESDSCA, ESDCA, one of those. But those signatures as well. So yeah, we are innovative with internet computer. And the last part of that, if internet computer was going to fail, it would have done it already with everything that happened. With the big pump that wasn't supposed to happen when they put perpetual futures on FTX 4 days before it actually existed. So they were using a currency that did not exist. They survived that. They survived the Arkham intelligence piece that the New York Times, whatever they tried to run the smear campaign against ICP, they survived that. They survived a 99.5% dump and did not lose control of that. Still have people interested in their technology and everything. Despite all of that, Internet Computer is still here, still holding its price pretty strong compared to even Solana and others in this last dump. Okay, so that's what I was thinking to myself earlier. I was like, man, ICP is a champ. Yeah, like they came at it, bro. Like they had money, they had power, and they had prestige. And all of that could not take down the Internet Computer. So that tells me it not only does it better, but it has people that will fight for it. And that's what we need right now. Like the banks, I mean, I'm getting charged crazy fees, guys, by my banks. I'm done with banks. I'm just done. I tried to order a statement just so I could see what they charged me like $80 for a piece of paper. When they tell me that's the problem though. If they would have said, hey, it's $80, do you want it? I would have been like, no. But then they charged me $80. I call them, I said, dude, you can't do that without telling me that you're going to charge me $80 for these documents. So we need to get out of the traditional banking system, guys. And crypto is the way to do it. I was thinking earlier, I was like, well, how do I do that? How do I get out? I need banks to sell my crypto, right? But then I was thinking, well, I have my Coinbase card. So really, I don't ever need to use cash. I can just use my coin. But then I'm thinking, well, Coinbase is an exchange and I don't want to leave my money on exchanges. So what we need is a decentralized debit card. Is that possible? To like have a decentralized exchange, have an on-chain credit card or not credit debit card, sorry, not credit card, an on-chain debit card. So where you connect your wallet to the DEX and then you can use your card through it. I don't know how they would do that. That's above my pay grade, but that would be awesome. If we don't have to use banks as an intermediary, then we can cut them completely out. And then, yeah, I'm just tired of the way that they get over on all of us. They use our money to make money of their own, and they charge us mad fees. So I would love to see a gravestone doji on a long-term chart. Dude, I don't know what that is, but I have to look that up now. A gravestone doji. That's funny. Got no less than 900 megabytes per second internet. That is freaking awesome. I wish I had that. Could make it a huge move before the end of the year. So I'm hoping for a Santa rally. I really am. I really think just the timing of everything. This is the perfect time for a breakout, guys. November. I remember people were saying it's going to pump in November. I think I even said that, and it did. But normally it does. So that's why we say these things. And it's a speculative right now. It really is. So I think it might too. I'm right with you on that thought right there, bud. So I'm hoping so. Okay. I look 20 years younger today. I know. I looked at myself today when I first cut it off. I'm like, dude, I look a little bit different than the last time I had a goatee. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I saw myself with a beard for so long. I don't know. Happy B-Day. Okay, thanks. Jeffy. All right, so ICP is all-in-one crypto due to its function. I love how we can run daemon contracts. Okay. I don't know exactly how to do that. There's a lot of things on ICP that are very complicated too, that are above my pay grade. I'm trying to learn about them and tell people about them in a way that works. Can't have one like that. Visa and MasterCard would still have to back the debit credit card. Oh, so is my Coinbase? Hold on, I need to look at my Coinbase card then. Does it have Visa or MasterCard? I think it has Visa, doesn't it? I don't have it on me. It's in the other room. Oh well. I'll look at that later. I want to see if it is. I think it is sponsored by Visa. You might be right. Maybe a decentralized exchange could, but then Visa would probably sign with the banks then. You know why this is all happening? They don't want to lose control. When you get control of the world, basically, and what I mean is Visa, MasterCard, banks, governments, the people that can really control everything. They monopolize something, and then we can't do anything unless we do what they have, right? And that's the problem in our world right now. We need alternatives to the big systems. And cryptocurrency, we were looking for an alternative currency, and that's how this all began in the 2008 housing recession, where they were looking for something outside of the dollar. The whole premise of the dollar is to push everything to the future. We'll deal with it down the road. And eventually, The problem with that is in the future, inflation happens. So what you're doing is you're taking a $2 trillion debt, I'm just saying, for example, and in 10 years, 2 trillion is going to be worth about 100 million. So what you're doing is you're pushing debt to the future where everything costs more. So you're going to lose. Eventually, that can't sustain for the long term. Because if you're pushing to the future and inflation happens and everything costs more, basically you're pushing your debt into more debt. You owe 500 million, now you owe, a billion because of inflation. And that is not a sustainable system. And I don't know how they don't understand that. Or they don't care and they're just waiting for that day. Inevitably, it's going to come. Let's figure out something else before that, but don't tell anybody. They do have that Fed now. I think that's going to be our US dollar, guys. I think they're going to put it, and it's going to be called Fed now. They're starting to do the US dollar on a blockchain, and these banks are going to be involved. Why? Control power. The governments bail out banks. They're like this. Government and banks basically are the same thing, except they're the same thing in two different places. Because a bank is just an extension of a government's financial system, right? So, in all of us using these banks, yes, I support America, guys. Don't ever think that I do not support my country. I don't support centralization. In a certain way, I do. Decentralization on the way to decentralization is the only way I support it. Because sometimes you need to centralize something before you can decentralize it. But if you have that goal of decentralization, then I'll back you. I'll be with you because we need a world that is controlled by ourselves. We can control our own stuff. We don't have to just, I have to do this because that's the only option. No, we make more options for ourselves. That's how we take control back. That's the only way. The only way that we take control of our finances. Coinbase has Visa backing. Okay, cool. I love Justin, man. He always has answers. That I need a moderator like him too. Oh, and King Love. I just said my moderator in that video. King Love was the one who told me about the ICP swap version 3 thing. So go watch that video. I believe you still have 2 weeks that you can test the testnet version 3 over there. And it's really simple. You could do it on your mobile or your PC. Just connect one of your wallets to the testnet. You don't have to pay anything. And basically, you just do a couple tasks, and you could be entered in to win up to 50 ICP. One person gets 50 ICP, 25 people get 2 ICP, and 100 people get 1 ICP. It's really cool. So, all right, let's go into some real quick, since we're already at 30 minutes. Let's go into ICP swap because I want to take a look at some of these tokens over here and see what they're doing. We're going to look at the price of them today. This is a price video. So I'm hoping they're doing pretty decently. Yeah, so here it is. Swap version 3 is in public testing. Join for the chance to win 50 wrapped ICP, which you can turn right into 50 ICP. No problemo. And let's get into where the prices are on this. So I can't wait till we see a breakout and then get to see what the price is. What did I go up to? Only $1,300 today. ICP was at $1,300, dude. That's not real. I still don't know why it does that. Somebody else might know why, but I think it's just like the Oracle. It just has a glitch or something. Who knows? But as you see here, kind of everything is just where it was at. But let's look at the price yesterday because we always look at it like right at the change. $1.74 in volume today. Yeah, I mean, guys, I love these projects, but I don't know. I don't know about this right now. Like that, this is a long term hold right now because it just keeps actually going down. God, I don't want to say anything negative. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. This is a great project. That's what I know. The Ghost. This is one of my favorite projects. They have NFTs. They have the Ghost token. They also have, I think, Flying Ghost. They were also going to have another Ghost thing out. So this could revamp at any time. I just don't know. Maybe people don't know about it. That's the thing. We only have $1 in volume in the last 2 hours, right? So we need more people to know about this. There is money to be made here. Just maybe not short term, maybe medium term. Maybe by next year, this really goes up. All we need to do is get volume back. If we get volume back, the price is going to skyrocket. You know what I mean? There is a lot of cool stuff happening here. You know, it's just great. So, but Ghost right now, there's no breakout that I can see. But if you wait you get in now and wait a month or two, I think there might be some profit. Not financial advice, common sense, and a little bit of hopium. But yeah, right here, this I don't know. Again, I need indicators. I need more to go off of. But 51,000, I was buying them at 20,000. So I'm just accumulating at these levels. I haven't made a lot of money in these in a while. You could have made a lot of money at the very beginning. So I think when they pump, there's a lot of money to be made if you have patience. It could go down even further before that, though. So, but I would feel comfortable getting in at this price right now until this level breaks. We have a nice little support level right here. So now I want to look at some of these newer ones that we haven't really seen or talked about. So let's do that. I want to kind of go in and see. Ooh, cloud. See, this is what I wanted to talk about today, and it is up massively. It is up 30%. Ooh, look at this thing, guys. It is absolutely going crazy. So we really need to get into these tokens at the very beginning. The trading volume is down, but the price is up. Total volume locked is up, which means there's more liquidity into the project, and that's why the more liquidity that goes into the project, the higher the price goes, right? So we need more liquidity, 7-day trading volume. You get an absolute slobber knocker of these coins for one wrapped ICP. And it just went up massively, and it could have a possible another massive pump too. I really see that this could be a good buy. I would want to get it maybe at right here. Let's see. It doesn't really show. Hold on, maybe I can. Yeah, it doesn't really show us the price too much. Okay, up here it does. Yeah, it went down. Ooh. So yeah, it 8 to 0. Yeah, now it's back up. So what we need, man, I think I would buy into this right now. I think that's a good buy. I think I might buy that. It's already up 30%, but I think it could possibly go higher. That's the only one that's really up right now. Star is the same. Baby Air Off is down. OGY is down a little bit. Avocado's the same. Yeah, and Box is down. So the gainer of the day, guys, is Cloud. And it's the only gainer of the day. Yep, 30%, man. So that's pretty cool. Only $149 in volume. So whoever put that $149 in there made 30% profit. So that's pretty cool. All right. I think if there's more tokens you want to see me do, if you want to see me do like a cloud token video just about them, look into the project, see what they're doing, see why this token could possibly pump even higher, then I could do that. Tomorrow is Tuesday, right? I might do an earlier video tomorrow. Is tomorrow Tuesday? Yeah, yesterday was Sunday. Today's Monday. Okay, yeah, it is. Sorry, I just had to kind of think of where I'm at. Let me see where my kid is. There he is, guys. Say hi to Ren. Hold on. I don't know why it's so hard to do. There he is. There's the kitty. Poor guy. Ren. Hey, buddy. Yeah, he does not feel good, guys. He won't even look at me. So sad. He's only 10. I love that cat. He's the homie. All right. Dang it, that made me sad. All right. Um, Yep, ICP swap version 3 is good. Oh, and Justin said that he used to work for a credit card company, so I know enough to be dangerous. I'm glad you're on my side, buddy. I found some good moderators, yo. So, yes, it needs the stress test. Just faucet into exchanges to and from all the test tokens. Well, that and also liquidity. You got to put liquidity and take liquidity out, and then take your position out as well. Claim fees. It's pretty easy. I mean, I did it all in like 10 minutes, less than that probably. I think it took 10 minutes because I made a video about it, and it takes longer because, and I had to make that video 5 times. It was weird. Every time I started to make it, something went wrong. And then I made another one, something went wrong. Made another one, something went wrong. I was like, I prayed after that. I was like, God, please don't let this one go wrong. And then it worked. So I was like, yay. Should have prayed the first time. Maybe it wouldn't have gone wrong the first time, right? I'm doing the test net. LOL. I don't know what I'm doing. And you don't have to. That's okay. Because it's secure. Now, if this was something I didn't know about and there was a possible danger, I would be like, yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, stay away from it. But this one, there's like nothing that you could do to get hurt. The worst thing that happens is you have an error on the test net, and that's what they're looking for. So, I mean, yeah, it's a win-win, guys. So you could possibly get 50 ICP or 2 or 1, and you can help the internet computer, and you can also acclimate yourself so that when these things do go out into the main net, you can utilize them to make yourself some money. Even if you don't know about them, when you work with something and you do stuff, you learn by experience. So what you're doing is you're teaching yourself by experience. And that is one of the best ways to learn. Being interactive and just doing something. If you don't know how to do something, just go, throw yourself into it. If it's safe, right? Don't do that on dangerous stuff because you could really hurt yourself. But for stuff that's already, safe and just kind of like, eToro. Did they survive? eToro? I haven't heard a commercial on them in a long time. But eToro has a virtual portfolio that runs just like real crypto, right? So you can get, and it's just like the test faucet on ICP Swap, where you can claim free tokens. And what they do is they give you $100,000 in cash, fake cash, that you can buy any crypto you want with that $100,000. And then you take that $100,000, you buy Bitcoin, you buy whatever, and see if you, as a virtual portfolio, can make a profit. And if you can't make a profit in a virtual portfolio, then I would really not risk real money. So that's how I got good at trading. I used a virtual portfolio before I used real money. And that stopped a lot of mistakes that I made trading by actually having a virtual one. So what I'm saying is basically trial and error, guys. That's what it's about. Just be safe. Go out there and try things. If you have the time, I mean, this is a big self-learning thing because this is new for almost all of us. So, and it's cool. It's good. This is good stuff. Just be careful. Stay away from MetaMask. Stay away from, any token that you have to add manually because they can drain your stuff. There's just things that you need to know when interacting in this space to be safe. Never give your private key. Even if some customer support asks you for your private key, they're fake. Just know that. No real customer support will ever ask you for your private key. And they'll tell you that too. So just be safe out there, guys. It's okay, man. It's great to see you guys. Alana, Fake News. You guys are my peeps here. I do definitely miss Voltron, Dead Man Walking, a lot. And Just Forfeit came back for a little while. We have a solid foundation of people here. We have a big, following. Not everybody comes here every day, but I think there's a lot of like-minded people out there that, I get a lot from you, you get a lot from me, and this is just kind of like, it's almost like a partnership between all of us, But let's just wrap this up. I hope you guys have a great day. Please wish the best for my cat. I'm probably just going to spend time with him tonight, honestly. That's all I want to do is just, spend time with my cat. So I probably won't be doing a lot of trading tonight. All right, guys. That being said, goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang!